After the Great American Crossing, from the Rockies to the desert plain, we finally reach our reward, the Pacific Ocean. From San Francisco to Tecate, this journey became much more than a simple bikepacking trip. It was a passage into the heart of one of the world's great natural treasures. We are going to follow the Californian coast and discover its extraordinary natural diversity, from its wildlife to the powerful forests that shape its cliffs, all the way toward to the Mexican border.
Our coastal adventure begins in the hustle and bustle of San Francisco. First stop, Fisherman's Wharf, and there they were the California sea lions. These big, boisterous creatures, which are larger members of the seal family, were lounging on the docks.
The noise was deafening. They cried out loudly, as if it reminded us they were the king of the wharves. But the spectacle continued in the air. We watched birds in the flight, often the great brown pelicans, or cormorants. This fishing master glided majestically before diving headfirst into the water at incredible speed. It was proof that even in this city, nature keeps its headquarters open.
San Francisco was a very beautiful city with an architecture very different from all the towns we have already visited. Maybe I can live in this town. It was very beautiful, perfect for bicycle paths everywhere. It was super cool.
As soon as we left the city, we entered a territory of vital importance, the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. This is one of the world's largest and most protected marine areas, stretching south from San Francisco and covering most of our coastal ride. Its extraordinary richness is thanks largely to the gigantic kelp forests, underwater algae that create a real aquatic jungle.
It was here, particularly near Moss Landing, that we had our most adorable encounter, the sea otters. Their history is difficult. They were nearly hunted to extinction by Russian and Spaniard for their fur. Fortunately, protected since the 70s, their population is slowly recovering.
We watched one repeatedly dive and resurface, making cracking noises. It was busy breaking open crabs to eat them. Beyond the cute factor, their role is vital. They are the guardians of the kelp forests. They feed on sea urchins, and without them the urchin population would explode and destroy the kelp, which is the very foundation of the sanctuary's entire ecosystem.
Our routes then lead us to the sanctuary jewel, Big Sur. This is where nature truly took our breath away. The road is carved right into the rock's face. Look at this spectacular cliff plunging sheer into the ocean. This is a direct result of California's active geology, the constant friction between the Pacific and North American tectonic plates, a seismic zone that sculpts a landscape of dramatic beauty.
Down below, the waves crash with incredible power, and inland we entered the realm of the giant Sequoias or Redwoods. These trees are living cathedrals, majestic and silent. Camping among these giants reminds you of the scale of time. This is the most iconic and impressive flora in California.
Continuing south, we avoid the Big Sur Peninsula landslide and arrived at Morro Bay State Park. We were delighted to see sea otters here again, confirms that the protection extends across the entire coastline.
It looks like a piece of wood from very far. They are not moving at all. It's very funny.
The landscape is dominated by Morro Rock, a 177-meter silhouette. Geologically, it's a volcanic plug, the solidified core of an ancient volcano that resists erosion. But for the Chumash and Salinan Native Americans, Morro Rock was a sacred site, a place of ceremonies, whose traditions were sadly disrupted by the arrival of the Spanish missions. In the 19th centuries, Morro Bay became a small fishing and export port. It's still nowadays a port, but a touristic place too.
The state park itself is an haven for avian fowl. Here we spot magnificent white egrets with their immaculate plumage, as well as many herons and other seabirds taking advantage of the rich salt marshes.
After that incredible immersion in nature, civilization resurfaced. We cycled along the coast to San Diego, often on a pleasant bike path.
Morning everyone, we arrived just yesterday in our warm shower in Los Alamitos, so an area next to Los Angeles. And this morning we are going to a bike shop to change our tire for the Barra Divide.
So it was the time to change the tire, so Seb changed the tire. So now we have new tires, 2.6 on the front and 2.4 on the rear of the bike. Now we are almost ready to do the Barra Divide.
And here we go back on the road. We are leaving Ed in Los Alamitos, just next to Los Angeles. And for the next 2 days, we are going to San Diego, following the coastline. Let's go! So riding on the freeway, check! It was extremely dangerous. But it was not all the military base, and the military base say no, so let's continue for the next few miles on the highway. That's not the same highway that we took in Canada and Alaska. This one is much more dangerous. We are just in front of the USS Midway.
Now a museum, which highlights the naval importance of San Diego, the Pacific Fleet's main port.
In San Diego, our incredible warm shower host, Paul, ensured our Californian farewell was memorable. We cooked for him and he taught us to play golf, even braving the rain for it.
So we play 9 holes golf. It was very funny and much more harder than I was thinking at the beginning. And with the wind and the rain, it's not very easy. So thank you to our warm shower for this discovery.
And the next day we tried surfing. It was a blast and an incredible way to play with the wave and get our first taste of board sports.
Then you go like this. This is shaka.
Then the time came to leave. One last climb awaits us high into the mountains towards Tecate. Mexico is opening its arms, and the dream of Patagonia continues.
From Monterey Bay to the cliff of Big Sur, this coast is a living treasure we were lucky to cross by bike. If you enjoy this adventure, give us a thumb up and subscribe. Next stop, Mexico! Let us know in the comments which animals encounter stood out the most for you. And see you next time!